Good evening, Assalamu alaikum, Gambia. This is Fine TV Gambia, your only viewpoint. We are happy to be back to present to you yet another episode of your favorite program, is on educational development, which comes your way each and every Tuesday by this time of the hour. This is a program that we showcase people that are contributing immensely in the development of the education system of the country. Now, today here with me, I have a brother, um, Musa. Musa is a writer. He is the author of this great book that you see here. Our discussion will be geared towards how this book came about and everything that surrounds the publication of this book, and how he managed to write this book and how he launched it and everything about the book in totality. So before we go any further, we will let him introduce himself to the audience. Musa, good evening.
Good evening, Rocky. Good evening, everyone. My name is Musa Darboe. I am from Kiamandua, Gambian. I was living in Italy for from 2014 to 2020, and I recently moved to Sweden, which I am where I am. I have transferred to
you relocated to Sweden.
Exactly.
That's where you stay now.
Exactly. To chase my dreams and to have new experience.
Okay.
And being here today with you, we have been planning for it for a while.
Before the launching itself.
Before the launching, we have been communicating.
But it was not possible.
And we have been exchanging like a lot of messages.
Beforehand.
How I did not have many experience regarding books and launching.
How they are launching the Gambia. You're
because
right.
The context is different. So I would say thank you from the beginning for
that. Yes.
And thank you for having me.
Yeah.
It's a pleasure.
It's a pleasure too. The pleasure is all mine, I would say, because there is nothing to thank me about. It's helping a brother. I term it as helping a brother because a friend in need is a friend indeed, I believe, because you needed my guidance on things that I did before you did. So I think there is nothing to thank me about, but nonetheless, it's a pleasure, yeah?
Thank you.
So from the introduction now, I would like you to tell us and the viewers when you started writing. When did the writing started with you?
Yeah, it's a long story. And to be honest, Rocky, I will not say that I had a dream to become a writer, or maybe I cannot say it. When I was a child, I was inspired someone.
Yes.
Yeah, it just came at one point in life.
Okay.
Because we know life is all about changes and
yes.
it's about
experiences.
Yeah, when I was a child and still, the other thing that I can confirm is that I only have the dream to become a lawyer.
Okay.
And which I practice every day in a daily life. Even when I'm talking with my friends, I try to practice it.
Yeah, it's a passion for you.
It's a passion for me.
For you to be a lawyer.
Exactly.
Okay.
But talking about writing, it came when I embarked on this backway journey to Italy.
Okay.
And during my stay in Italy, I was able to at first I said I was lucky, and I said maybe we can talk about the journey stuff. But when I reached there, I was so lucky enough that I made it.
Yeah.
We will talk about this later.
Yes.
But I would just put this word there, like I was lucky, and to have the opportunity also to know the right people to help me to be able to integrate with the society, with the volunteer works, and then with a lot of experience, the work and the school, which made me to think twice and said, okay, I came from a village, a very small village, and I came from a long way, and I said, I think the story worth it because I'm seeing it. It's about the migrants story. It's about like poverty. It's about all other things, and I've lived it in my physically and mentally.
It's something that you've experienced. It's like your real life experience.
So there's no fiction.
Yeah, there's no fiction in this. So we can call this book a biography.
Exactly.
Yes.
It was when it started, it was an autobiography.
Yes.
But we get to this project, so I can just call like it could be like a romance.
A romance.
Yeah, but
Okay.
I would say like it's my story,
It's
and
your it's your personal story.
It's a biography. And yeah, that was the time I because I personally I never think about myself alone. Whenever I'm doing anything, I think about like my people.
Yeah.
Because as I said it before, not because of not just because of not just occasionally I said that I wanted to become a lawyer,
Yeah.
but in a sense that I wanted to help people, especially people that could not defend
That cannot
themselves,
defend
especially
themselves.
because we see it in the world, people are just taking advantage
Of each other, especially if you're financially on the privilege.
Of course. So I, as a migrant, I saw many migrants struggling and having their story, hard working, every day, trying to achieve something.
Sure.
And some could not even make it, and they had a story. Some I had the opportunity to have conversations with them, to live some of the moments together.
Yeah.
So that's what I said. Okay, now I think I can. My story can be anyone else's story.
Yeah.
So that's when I started writing. Writing. Yes.
You're right. That's very interesting. That is to say, you just saw yourself in the zeal to write. Like
Sure.
you thought to yourself that you had the need to write because you have a lot to say.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it
Exactly.
was only through writing that you could say all that.
Yeah. Thank you. Perfect.
Yeah. So the next question will be, who inspired you to be a writer? Did you have any books that you interacted with before you actually wrote your book? Or
Yes.
Yes.
That's a great question. I would say Roots.
Okay, Roots.
Yeah.
By Alex Haley.
By Alex Haley. Because when well before starting the writing, I was trying to see how the literature system works.
Yeah.
Because at least you can have all the qualities, you can have the story.
Yeah.
But sometimes you need to know the
Yes.
guidelines.
Yes.
So when I saw the Roots, I saw the film, the movie.
Yeah.
And I was so inspired. And my story is, and especially the story of the Roots Kunta Kinte, which is also coded in the book.
Yeah.
It's something that I can find myself inside because it's talking about my people. Kunta Kinte was from the Gambia,
Yeah.
and he was a great person as we read it, and as we also saw it in the movies. So that was the book that I went through, and also I could say. I was also trying to see like so many documentaries and documents from Malcolm X and Martin Luther King, Mandela's and the others, because in one way or the other, I can consider myself as a Pan-African.
Yeah.
Because my story is the
It's
story
about
of
Africa.
every child. It's about Africa and the story of every child that is from Africa.
That is from Africa.
Exactly.
Okay. So that is to say, you got inspired by Roots Kunta Kinte.
Of course.
Okay. So what is your opinion about the Gambian literary scene? As you already know, because you are now into it.
Yes.
Yeah. So you've experienced a little bit of it. So
a little bit of
yeah,
it,
let us know what your experience is like, or what your opinion is like.
So far, I would say great, in a sense that I'm not living here, and when I was traveling, I was just 17 when I left the Gambia. So then I was not engaged in this environment, but I would say like when we get to know each other, you are the first person that I get the opportunity to share something with, because I read your profile and I know that you are very active and a very hard-working lady.
Okay, thank
you. When I saw that, and you are the only person that I was able to seek like advice and others, because I know that you were very creative and so sensitive about what you do. So I didn't know them much, but so far as what I see online and during some conversations, I have the belief that it's going great compared to a couple of years ago.
Before,
Now people are writing. Reading is a problem.
Yeah.
But I think people are writing, and that's a good thing. And the reason why also I decided to write is because I know that I was also convinced that writing will last forever.
Sure.
maybe you could just document it and maybe the files would get lost or maybe the generation will change. Nobody will have access to it.
Yeah.
But the writing will always remain.
It will stay, yeah.
It will stay.
So it's a good thing that you published it, because there is this mantra that people say, you publish or you perish.
Exactly.
Yeah, if it is not published, it will perish. Like, it will not perish like totally, because if anybody goes into your files, your family members or a close person can see the manuscript there, but it wouldn't be of use to the society. But now that you publish this, it is of use to the society.
Yeah. So just to conclude that, I will say, so what I saw and what I'm seeing right now, it's great, and it's a great impact. I would just say it, and it's a great progress, but I would say let's write about ourselves.
Yeah.
Because some of the
we
times...
have to be original.
We have to be original.
Thank you.
That's what I did. Because I saw, when I was in high school, I was doing arts.
Yeah.
And literature is all about from Nigeria.
Foreign
and
books. Foreign books.
I could remember the fence, Larry Peters. I think that is a Gambian. And Aku or something, if I'm not mistaken. Larry Peters. But Gambians, I think we should try more on that. We should increase like more on like writing up about our culture, about ourselves.
Yeah.
So that's what I did. So I think that's part we need to reflect on it, especially the expats.
You're right.
Yeah.
You're right. So that is to say, they need to promote Gambian writing.
Exactly.
Yes, especially in our school system.
Yes.
Because in the school system, if you go into the literature syllabus, the books that they are using, I will not say 100% is non-Gambian, but I would say 80% is non-Gambian. It's only 20% that they give to Gambian writers.
Yes.
And that is something that is troubling the understanding of literature. Because if you're a literature teacher, you realize that the students find it hard to learn certain names in certain books.
And to connect with that culture.
Yes.
It's not easy.
To connect with their cultures, their names. It's always a problem.
Yes.
But if it is a book like this, that has a connection with the Gambia, it's very easy for somebody in your village is called what again? Manduar. If a child from Manduar gets to read this and sees Manduar in it, the person gets inspired automatically.
Sure.
To know that this is about our own Manduar that he is writing about.
Exactly.
So that's why we need to promote this. Yes, that is just for me to add up to what you just said.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, so it means we are doing fine, but we need progress. We need to improve more.
Yes.
There is still room for improvement.
Yes.
Yeah, and if you were to compare life in Europe to life in the Gambia, how would you put it? That's my next question to you. Because you've lived in Europe for almost 10 years now.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so...
I would say like... as we all used to see, maybe it's not the real situation that we used to see from the social media or something. We thought maybe the mentality from TV. When I was also young, I thought everything is easy there. Yeah, so you just go there, everything is set. It's still the same hard work, just like opportunities are more, and maybe you could be. It depends. Maybe if what God desired for you, maybe if God desired that you're gonna like make it in the Gambia, and it's not Europe, maybe some people they find it hard to integrate or maybe to have success. There, and in the meantime, like on the other hand, they would just maybe come back here and have success. So it's both ways. But like life condition is better, as we know, is way better than here.
Yes.
Because things are a little bit ahead.
Yeah.
And also even between European countries. I was living in Italy, and now I'm living in Sweden.
Yeah.
So Sweden is the life standard is
better
than
Italy.
So maybe America is better than Sweden.
Yes.
So, but advantages and disadvantages
are there.
But the situations allows you to improve yourself.
Yeah.
And to especially education.
Yes.
And which I think in the Gambia here, because I think we need to work on that.
Yeah.
Because people want to learn and they have the person and they have the energy, the courage, but sometimes the financial support
is not there.
People cannot
the support base. Affordability is a big problem for many.
It's a big problem, which I think in the Western world you can one way or the other, it's easier.
It's easier there
for you to go to school. So I hope that situation will be better. I hope like anyone in charge, it could be the government or the ministry or whatsoever, reflect on that and make it easier for people that are going to school, and to make school system more accessible.
Yeah.
For children.
Yeah.
Yes.
The people in authority should look into that.
Exactly.
Like they should consider the fact that going to school is something that everybody needs to do.
Sure.
Yeah, it's a need. It's a primary need, in fact.
Yes.
Because it is what saves your future.
Sure.
If you don't school, for you to save your future is a problem.
Sure.
Because that is where you save your future and all that. So affordability, as you rightly said, is one big problem that is setting everything back here.
Sure.
Because you'll have the zeal to go, but you will not be.
Finally, what I would say, as I said, it depends on to be successful in life, or you are in the Gambia or abroad. It's the hard work, determination, and commitment.
Yeah.
And then the luck could come on the way, and because when God created us all, like we all have something that we must have.
Yeah.
And whether you're here or you are abroad, in abroad, you will have them.
Yes.
It's a must. It's a matter of must.
Yeah.
But what we were trying to compare is the education system.
Yeah, the education system.
Which is which I personally can come from. That's there is way more opportunities for you to achieve your dreams.
Yes,
than
in the Gambia.
Because we see people with results and they cannot go to school.
They cannot go anywhere.
And we were saying, as the authorities or whatsoever, there should be a solution for people with good grades and they cannot
further their
education
because of financial constraints. Okay, that's right. So on another note, we would like to know who you co-authored this book with, because from the look of things, you were with someone based on what I witnessed on the launching.
Yes.
There was this guy, Francisco.
Yes.
Who is Francisco? Can you tell the audience who Francisco is?
Well, that was a great step and a great experience.
Yeah.
I would say Francesco, I came to know him when I first wrote my autobiography. It was during the pandemic, the corona, and then we had a lot of time at home.
Yeah.
So the time was abundant. So you sleep, and you do everything, and now you don't have nothing to do.
Yeah.
And that was when I tried to. I wrote everything.
Yeah.
It's about all my life experience from childhood until Europe, where in Italy, where I was living. So after printing out this file,
yeah,
I was looking for a book publishing office to be able to publish the document, the masterpiece, and then through a friend who was also present during the presentation, Marco. He told me, Musa, I know a guy who is having a book publishing office, and he can help you to realize, to achieve your dreams, to publish your story.
Okay.
I told him, okay, no problem, then we can meet him. So before meeting him, the guy told me, okay, I will send you a mail. I will just share my email with you so that you can send me the file.
Yeah.
And I will go through it and we will see whether it worth it.
Yes.
This guy knows me, he knows you, but what we're about to do is like, it's a business and it's like it's a literature and it's a writing.
Yeah.
So
and
you cannot just
matter.
it's a sensitive matter. You need to know what you're dealing
what
with.
you're about to deal with.
What you're about to do.
Yeah, you're right.
So they went through, I've sent it, they went through it for a couple of weeks. I think, if I'm not mistaken, 2 weeks.
Yes.
And he get back to me and he told me the story worth it.
Okay.
But we'll just make a proposal. If you agree with it, we just want the book to be co-authored.
Yes.
With we have an editor.
Yes.
But we think with the kind of story that you have, it will be better if you have somebody who is more expert.
Yeah.
And can see more of what you are writing, and so that it can be a perfect thing.
Yeah.
Because you having the product and you wrote it perfectly, not perfectly because I will just turn back to that point, because I've decided to write my story in Italian.
Yes.
Which is not my mother language.
Yeah.
by my mother tongue. Well, the reason why was it was a challenge even for me, because it was a society. It's not easy to integrate yourself, most especially the area that I was living, because as we all used to hear, Italians are not used to other cultures, and they are not used to like black skinned people. So when they see you,
they don't open up
based on your skin. They even judge you.
Yeah.
They think you are a bad person.
Yeah.
And I was lucky when I arrived in Italy after 10 months, a family adopted me.
Okay.
So I was like perfectly in the system,
Yes.
but my skin color
was the barrier.
Was the barrier. So I've tried to because I think about this because when I choose to write in English, and I know we will obviously arrive to that point. But when I choose to write in English, it's a society that's very close.
Yeah.
Maybe it will not have much attention.
Yeah, it wouldn't.
So I
you chose to write in Italian.
I chose to write in Italian.
I remember when you reached out to me. That's what you told me, that your book was in Italian.
Of course.
But you plan to translate it.
Of course.
Then it will be launched in the Gambia.
Exactly.
I can remember.
So I thought that like that would make like the perfect connection between me, because then they know that I'm speaking their language. So when just to go back to the point, but just to make a remark about this because I think it's important.
Yeah.
So when they told me that it worth it and we just need to start working, we had a meeting. The publisher who was present, also Cargo, during the presentation.
Yeah, Cargo. Yeah.
He told me Francesco, the guy who I co-authored the book together. He was also newly arrived at the book publishing office.
Okay.
They just recently.
He was a new guy.
He was a new guy
to the publishing house.
Okay. So it's like a challenge. It's like, okay, let us just make them work together.
Yes.
Because they are both young.
Yeah.
So they can have a great experience together. But not just because of it's my story, and it's because I'm talking about Francesco, but the book made the highest record sale in that book publishing office.
Oh.
And with the impact, it has been like for almost 7-8 years since they
have those number of sales.
The project is the best project. Oh. So the starting, I knew it was a big challenge even from his side. I was saying it during the presentation.
Yes.
It was not easy for somebody, especially a book publishing office, to take a story like that.
Sure.
For integration, discrimination, and like people that are like hard workers, because you cannot be hard working and you will be judged by your skin color. So they know that it's a powerful message and it's very strong.
And it's strong.
But they made the sacrifice to put their face there, because when you see the book, the book publishing office,
the publishing house is here.
Okay, so Zephyro. The book is backed by Zephyro. It's published by Zephyro
Books.
So Zephyro Books, they did a sacrifice to put their face in a project like this.
Yeah.
So that's when I get to know Francesco. When we during the presentation, I was saying he's like a brother now.
Yeah.
We get to know each other in 2021.
Okay.
And when he read the file that I've sent in the book publishing office, surely the editor sent him the same mail so that he can go through it. He told me, I'm so impressed about it because it's so original.
Yeah.
And you're talking about your father. That's something that the world is lacking.
Yes.
The humanity part.
The humanity part.
So he took that.
Yes, at your age, you talking about your dad, they wouldn't do that.
Yeah.
Their culture is not like us.
Exactly. So he was so touched and so impressed. And he told me, I will take this not just because of I am working here.
Yes.
I will take this as a moral commitment.
Mashallah.
And that's what he did. So I'm so grateful to know somebody like him.
Yeah.
And during the whole process, he was working as an editor.
Okay.
But this is the first time that he get the opportunity to be an author of a book.
Yeah.
And that was actually my decision, because we were doing so much together.
Yes.
And he was trying to say, okay, I'll be the editor. Because what he did, I was trying to be honest to myself too. It's just more than what an editor will do
for you. Yeah.
He has
done more than what an editor will do.
Exactly. He's an expert in communication. He's an expert in storytelling. He's an expert in in photographing and others. So his quality helped me to achieve so many things. So I can. That's why I told him, like, you cannot just be an editor, because I see many works. Maybe like we were making comparison with, I'm living in Sweden actually. So with him we were saying like even people like Francesco Totti and Ibrahimovic, Zlatan, they wrote books. But maybe they don't even write it. Maybe some people, somebody write for
they must have paid some writer to write it for them.
Who write for
their
them.
biographies.
Exactly. So, but those people are behind the scene.
They're behind the scene.
That's why I want everything to be original.
Yes.
I don't want somebody to be behind the scene.
Yeah.
It should be authentic and it should be original. So that's how I get to know
Francisco. Yeah, yes. You have a very good relationship, and then it's like it's a bond that is going to be unbreakable for the rest of your lives, because you co-authored these books together, and this is here to stay.
Exactly.
Yeah. Francisco, he's back at where?
Italy. Yeah. Okay. Hopefully he will watch this episode.
Yeah, he will get to hear you talk about him and how you got to interact and how you got to co-author this and all that. And I think he's one guy that we need to commend too for exposing our brother to a let's say a rigid society that does not, we will not say they don't welcome us, but it's like it's very hard for us to inculcate into their cultures. And he made it possible for you by co-authoring this with you, because if he did not participate with you in this, it would have been difficult for you.
Yes, of course.
Yes, him stepping in to do this with you, I guess he deserves a big thank you.
Exactly.
Yeah. So my next question will be, how long did it took you to write the book? How long?
I would say I personally, the original file took approximately 2 months. Because I wrote everything, as I said.
Yeah. When you were writing directly on the system, on the computer?
I was writing on the computer, but I was using a trick also.
Okay.
It was because when I was living in my village, back then we did not have like lights. It was only candle.
Okay.
And I was living in a room where I was having everything, almost everything.
Yeah.
Alhamdulillah.
Yeah.
But I choose to write during the night and lighting a candle with the computer.
Okay.
Because that makes me and it made me reflect more about my village.
On your experience.
Yes.
On your past experience.
My past experience. Because I was imagining when I have the light on, I don't have much connection. Because that's something that
that's a different environment you find yourself in.
So that's like a more developed society.
Yes.
So, but the candle, when I look at it, sometimes when I'm even reflecting, I look at the light of the candle and I look at the candle itself. It makes me remember.
Yeah, it gives you nostalgia. Yes. And, it makes you reflect.
Exactly.
On your childhood.
A lot of things will come to my mind, and I will just put them in the document.
Okay.
So so that took me like a month and a half.
Okay.
So why I said 2 months, because I was having also some some teachers at in the neighborhood and within the family.
Okay.
Some professors, and I showed them the file.
Yes.
So that they can.
You showed them your work.
My work, so they can check it grammatically in Italian how it looks like.
Yes.
So they were guiding me for that almost like I can say 2 weeks or like and a half. They were just saying me like the parts that I need to improve, like grammatically.
Yeah.
They know what I was trying to communicate, but grammatically.
Sure.
So I would even say like during the process, I learned a lot, because I did not get that experience from the initial point, but as I was going into the connection with the professors about the grammar, and also with Francesco about the literature and writing, now I would say, compared to like when I was writing the first file, there's a big difference. I get more knowledge about writing and then ideas about writing.
Yeah.
So it took like 2 months. And when I get to know Francesco, I just like instantly I just moved to Sweden. So we could not have that physical contact together. So we were just having like Skype conversations, video calls for 4 months.
Okay.
So we were just doing everything online for 4 months, and we had the final product.
Oh.
after 4 months.
Okay.
Yes.
So that's how long it took you? 4 months,
Yeah,
roughly.
4 months plus,
Roughly, approximately.
yeah, roughly
and
6
and the
together
time,
with
yes,
me.
and the time it took you to vet
Yes.
it at home.
Yes.
At home level, because you were consulting with people that were close to you for
Absolutely.
them to fine tune your Italian language.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's a learning process for me too.
It's it's a whole learning process.
Yeah.
It has been. And I
Yes.
thank God that.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
could overcome that.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, that's commendable.
Yes.
So my other question to you is the book, the first drop. What gave it the title, the first drop? Or you gave it the title, or your guide, your publication house gave it the title, or you chose your title on your own?
Yeah.
We would love to know.
The title came between during the conversation between me and Francesco. So we've all decided. We had also other titles, but we have chosen
The
this
first
one,
drop.
the first drop. When I was
It has a deeper meaning to this.
yes, it has a deeper meaning.
Okay.
When I was just giving out the file, I just put like book
Okay.
without any specification.
Okay.
But during the process, when we were, because I was having so many titles in mind,
In your
I said,
head.
let me just reserve them for the meantime. But for the fact that the first drop, somebody was telling me they were just trying to connect it with other things. Even Farmer Fofana was telling me.
Yeah.
But it's actually the first drop of the rain. So
Okay.
we're talking about the rainy season.
Okay.
Because the rainy season means a lot for especially for a child that that is born or that was born in a small village where we all knew because my parents as or any other parents rain means hope and rain means life.
So.
Because without rain I would say that my parents they will not be able to
Sustain the family.
sustain the family.
At the village there.
I have like 8 brothers. So what they do is they work at the school during the day, and in the afternoon they go to the rice field. So whatever they harvest from the rice field, or even the ground field, they bring it to the table, and that's what we eat. So connecting that because and having rain for 4 months, and the other months you can use that the product that you have harvested, you have harvested during the rainy season.
During the rainy season, yeah.
Give you like the possibility to survive for a so long time.
Yes.
Before another rainy season
comes, yeah.
Which they compare because even with Francesco in Europe, especially in Italy, it can rain any day. So there's no rainy season.
Yeah.
So that's what even like made me reflect. I said, God is great.
Yeah.
Because here it's raining every day, and in my country we only have like 4 months rainy season. So rain means a lot, and it has been a very important figure. And also because my childhood, the only thing that I can remember, the most beautiful thing is when it's about to rain, when it's dropping. So that's the first drop. We just run as like group of children.
Yeah.
We run and we want to play football.
Yeah.
Like
in the rains.
In the rains. So we the smile and the happiness. We didn't have any other thing that could engage us.
Yeah.
There was no tablets. There was no like toys to play with.
There weren't much to play with.
Exactly. So rain was a very significant figure.
Yeah, it was a significant figure in your childhood.
In my childhood.
That you could only use to do this.
Exactly.
Yeah, to express how you felt when you were a child.
So that becomes also the connection with water, which I could say the Mediterranean Sea, and even where I am living right now. So it's all about rain because just to conclude, it really means even yet now that even the society is little bit like developed. Yeah. But rain still remains as our hope.
Yes. And it's very significant.
Exactly. Yeah. So that's the meaning of the
yes, title. It is very significant in our livelihood as a country, because without rains we are perished. Exactly. I would say.
Sure.
So that's a very interesting title there, the first drop. So I was just wondering to myself, because I saw the drops, I could tell it's about the rain.
Yes.
Yes, and I could see on the image too the baobab trees. Yes. And I could see the highway.
The dirt road.
Yeah, and all that. So it's very nice. The cover is very nice. It's a very nice cover. So still on the book. I witnessed the launching. It was very grave. It was very, very big. It was big in a sense. People came. There was a massive turnout because the hall was filled to capacity.
Exactly.
Yes, the four. Yes, that I can remember. It's the first book launch that I've witnessed that was that full. Because Gambia here, you call people for book launch. It's a few people that comes, your family members and your friends, but it was like the hall was filled to capacity, and everybody was seated. The thing was colorful, and the books were sold. That is the best part of it all. Yes. Because before I could even lay my hands on a copy, the copies that were on the table were all exhausted. So I said, "Wow." I said to myself, Musa's book is a success. Yeah, and I was happy that I did not even get to have the book, but I was happy that I was there.
Yes.
Yes. So I was glad in a sense that the book launch was successful because the books all got sold out and everybody was happy about the review because Famara did a very big review of your book. Yes. I witnessed it from the beginning to the ending, and I said, wow. This book is a rich book and it's a must-have and it's a must-read book. But unfortunately for me, that day I could not have a copy. Yes. So I just said to myself, I will see Musa about this because this book, I must read the book. Yes. So can you tell us a bit about your experience of you witnessing your book being launched in your home country, and it was a huge success? And I believe, based on the invitation you gave me, that the launching was done in 2 days.
Yes.
One in Combo and the other in Mandua.
Yes.
So I did not get to witness the one in Mandua. So I believe you can tell us about the whole thing.
Yes.
The two launches.
Yes. Yeah. Well, before saying that, I would say thank you for coming.
Yes.
And the good thing that you said, it was so great, and
yes.
I thank God because at one point, as you said, the copies were not available.
Yeah, they were
for
the
place, and
yes.
People who even bought them during the presentation. What I would say, I would say Alhamdulillah because that's God, and
yes.
also the help of as you said, some of the people I did not know them.
Yeah.
And but I can confirm something. There was a huge support from the my relatives, sisters,
your family,
brothers, siblings, family.
Yes, I could see a big turnout of your village. Family members.
Yeah.
And people from Mandua.
It was almost like the half of my my village, the youth.
Okay.
They present.
Came.
And the other thing that I was so impressed about, and we worked on that is to engage youth. You can see the authors.
I could see the teamwork there.
There
were T-stars all over.
Exactly.
Yes.
So they were there to support, and those are kids, young students.
We will have to commend you for that, for engaging the youths in things like this, because it also gives them inspiration and it gives them motivation.
Sure. It gives them motivation, and they were, many of them, we did not interact before I traveled, but they knew who I was because my brother is the same age mate. They are like the class of 2000, 2001 to 2005.
Okay.
So they are very, very young.
Your junior brother?
My junior brother.
Okay.
So they are very, very young, and they try to see what will inspire them. And they want to see...
They were so interested.
As you said, like, you need to have somebody that's close to you so that you can just achieve your dreams. So
you have to have the push factor, I call it.
The push factor.
Yeah, the push factor has to be there in everything you see.
Sure.
Yeah, you have to have the push factor that serves as a motivation and pushing effect for you to do more.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and you were that push factor to those kids. Yeah, I could see that.
And they saw that I was from the village.
Yes, they were so proud of you.
They were so proud.
Yeah, they were so proud.
It was a teamwork, and actually they came all the way to the village, and they participated during the ceremony also at the village.
Yeah.
So so far, what I would say, it was so great, and my brother was there, Ansumana, to give also a review.
Yes.
Famara did also great. There was Musa and the others.
Yeah.
I would just say like it's I would not say it's more than me, but sometimes it's luck. And when you have the original product with you, when you I always told this and I've been always saying this to my brothers and even my friends when we chat.
Yeah.
You can only be yourself.
Yes, sir.
So when I try to be maybe Rati,
somebody else, yes,
then
it's not possible.
Yes,
it's not even possible.
I think that
would be impersonation.
What happened was what was inside the book that was all
about
you,
and it was original.
About my parents, and it was original. So it's
and
about
they could all relate. All your family members could relate that
relate.
you actually wrote about yourself.
Exactly.
And that's why they were proud to show out that I am related to him. Because I can remember there was a brother of yours that came very close to where I sat, and I was like, I was asking him questions, and he told me, even me, I'm related to Musa.
Yeah.
So I was asking him questions about Ansumana, because Ansumana is someone that I knew way back at college.
Yes.
Yes, I knew Ansumana personally. If you ask him, Raki, he will tell you he knows me. He knows me. So when I was surprised to see Ansumana on the high table there, and I was like, is Ansumana related to Musa somehow? And I was looking at your face and looking at Ansumana's face to at least look to at least trace this thing, how to call it, resemblance, to trace a resemblance between the two of you. But I was like, no, I don't think they are related. But Darboe, they are both Darboe. And I was having those thoughts in my mind. Yeah. Then this guy, he's very he's like your height.
Yeah.
He was around me taking videos, and I was just like, Mister, is Ansuman related to Musa? He told me, even me, I'm related to Musa.
Yeah, he's my younger brother.
Yeah, so he told me and Musa are also from the same mother and father.
Exactly.
And likewise, Ansuman. I was like, okay.
Yes.
So Musa is from your Darboe family.
Yeah.
From Mandua. He says, it's okay. I know Ansuman. Even Ansumana's wife, Nimansata, I know her.
Exactly.
Yeah, so I knew Nimansata in Banjulunding and all that.
Of course.
So
that was it.
Goes a long way.
Yeah, that's a long way.
Yeah.
And I'm so grateful, and I was so grateful to have them with me.
I could see the emotion in you that day.
Yeah, I really cried because of that.
It was emotional. It was emotional.
Yeah, and they came all the way to
from
witness
Manduar.
Everybody
in Manduar came.
Yeah, and Sumana came from Chicago. My other brother from LA.
Yeah.
So they all did a lot.
They all came.
And talking about the success of the presentation, even the book has been in the system almost 1 year. We have been communicating since it was in Italian. In Italy, I did so many presentations, and I thank God, Raki, because even during within the Italian community, when I did almost more than 30 presentations in different cities.
Wow.
And anytime we present the book, they talk about the originality of the book.
Yes.
And how the humanity, how people help each other in the community.
Yes.
Which I will emphasize everyone, because now I think people don't care about each other.
They don't.
My father,
family is no longer family.
Family is no longer family. Yeah. When I was young, my father, he took, even today, he's alive, he took the whole village as if it is his big family.
Yeah.
So he dedicated his time and the effort, the power to help to increase, to improve the society.
Yeah.
As my mother did also, to cook for the children in the village. So that's why we emphasize even in the village. Now I'm seeing less because I'm just from the village right now.
Yes.
Just 1 hour ago.
Yeah.
So that thing is lacking now.
Yeah, it's lacking
because people don't care much about
people
each other.
Don't relate much,
and
especially family.
Yes. So those people, they found that so much.
It was touching to them because it's like it's a different aspect of it that they are experiencing.
Sure.
The way you were putting it in the book is like people are closely knitted here. Like when it comes to family, we are all related. Like we say it here, blood is thicker than water.
Of course.
We are all correlated because of family.
Yes.
As soon as you are Darboe, somebody else is also Darboe.
Yes.
You term yourselves as family, even whereas you are not blood relatives.
Yes.
So much so when you
Gambia.
are so much so when you are blood relatives, you that existence is there. Look at your book launch. All your brothers were there. That's a pride for you.
Yes.
Your blood relatives are there.
Really proud.
People that you are from the same parents with. They all come. Like if you go to the West, they don't care.
Yes.
You do that. You do it by yourself.
You do it by yourself.
Yes. Your brothers, they are into their personal lives.
Yes.
They don't care whether you're launching a book or not. But look at this. Just that will show Francisco and the other guy that these people, what Musa wrote, is actually the truth.
Yes.
Because Musa launching a book, his brother came from Chicago.
Yes.
His brother come from LA.
Yeah.
Another brother comes from somewhere else, leaves all his business and come just to witness that and to give his support.
Yes.
That alone tells a lot to the international world.
Of course. So that's what I said. It's about the love and the original storytelling, because it's not fiction.
It's not fiction. It's not fiction.
And the life, they know it took courage to be to rely to embark on this backway
backway journey
and to be one of the the successful ones, not the success, but the fortunate
the
ones.
Fortunate ones, the lucky ones.
The lucky ones, because without luck, because
it's a big luck.
Yeah, because you made it not because you are a warrior or you are like
not your strength, not your whatever. It's just luck.
Because of God and luck.
It's pure luck.
So just to say that, and not only here in Europe, it really happens, and I really thank God for that.
Yeah.
And it makes the thing that makes me reflect a lot, and I always reflect on that. I said, this is not me. It's more than me. It's God and my
beyond
parents.
You. Yeah.
Yes, it's beyond me.
It's not only
what
you.
they did for others.
Yes.
Because the love that I received, even during the presentations and people that are buying the book, and the success that the book is having,
yes,
is more than me. And always I say this because my father always tell me, if you cannot help someone, don't make them suffer. But if you can, for real, you need to do.
Sure.
And people think now,
and that's humanity.
That's humanity.
That's humanity. You don't have to be wealthy to be in support of something.
And I will send this message to the community because I know people are following us right now.
Yeah.
And to make life easier for ourselves, we need to
be there for each other.
And we need to be there for each other.
We have to be each other's keepers.
And Raki, when we said helping each other, we are not always talking about money.
Money. Thank you.
Now, when you advise people, they just walk away.
What money did I give you? What money did you give me? But we were there for each other. When you needed me to help you and in stuff, I was there.
Exactly.
But I did not expect anything from it.
That's the thing. So
that's how things go.
If you give money to someone, they listen to you.
It's not about money.
If you don't give them money,
they don't care. They don't care
because they only look at what you have.
That monetary aspect is something that people should.
I was talking about the writing. I would just recall it again. I'll recall on it again. That let's write about ourselves and about our culture. Originality. And also, I would say, like, the helping and the advices. Let us respect each other, especially our elders. And also, let us not look like, if somebody said, I can help you, let us not only, like, think about money.
How can he?
How can he? Because he's broke.
Yes.
He doesn't have money.
It's not about the monetary aspect.
Trying to advise me.
It's not about the monetary
But
aspect.
if somebody just passed with a Range Rover, or like with a nice car, or maybe that's not his or her car,
you wouldn't
but
even
you
know.
will listen.
Yeah, you wouldn't know, but you will just have to give your ears to that person because you see to it that that person is in the place to help you. Let's
be loyal and let us just keep like life simple and to be down on earth.
Yes,
I would say
that's very important. To be very, very simple. To be very simple, and most importantly, to be each other's keepers.
Sure.
Yeah. As a nation, the Gambia, that is what it needs now.
Yes.
We have to be each other's keepers. If not, the country will not go.
Agree.
Like, the against it is too much. Like, the negative energy that you receive is far more, and far bigger than the positive ones that you receive. And that's very negative.
And we, talking about that, we are, I will not say Islamic State, but it's like we are almost.
Yeah, it's 99% Islamic. So.
Yeah, and even in Christianity.
And Islam preaches peace.
Yeah, they speak about love and
humanity.
So we are lacking that, and
it's lacking a big lot. It's lacking a big lot.
Yeah.
The negative is more than the positive. That's my worry.
Yes.
Because if you go into social media, for example, the negative that you see is far bigger than the positives that you see, and it's very worrisome. Yes. You think of how that will be in the next 10 years.
And I would say that it's distracting us, especially this social media.
Yeah, it's a source of distraction.
I was talking about I was talking to my friends. They always told me I started using Instagram when I first published the book.
Okay.
Because I need publicity.
Yeah, you need
to make stories.
Yes.
And before, my friends were telling me, well, you don't even have Instagram.
Yeah.
Or like you are so local or something.
Yeah.
Like we use social media. You need to use it for the purpose. Let's not just be there and what we are putting, the energy that we are putting outside there. This is just an advice. We open bracket and close.
Yeah.
Because we are having conversation. We need to, people are watching us. They are learning from us. We are learning from them. So we should also try to like give like positive messages. But also we need to, especially like in our society, let us not be behind the scenes and do something that's not you. Because at the end of the day, that's not you.
That's
when
not
you walk
you.
out in the street,
They will
people see the real you.
Yes.
They see the real you, not the one that is on Instagram.
Yes.
So I think we need to reflect both that are in the diaspora, especially diaspora. I advise you.
Yeah.
I know many of my friends will be watching me.
Yeah.
But don't send
Don't
things
fake it.
that,
Don't fake it. Yes.
Don't fake it. Just keep it real.
Life is not to be faked.
People are living here.
If you fake it, you meet people and you are ashamed.
They thought what you're sending there is the reality.
Yeah.
And even Europe is not that much. It's not that much. Everything is not easy.
It's not as
Come
rosy
on,
as we think it is.
Don't make it easy for everyone. So let us
It's not as rosy as we think it is.
Let's not fake it.
Yes.
That's so important.
Yeah, that's it. It's very important that you send that message out because they know you know what is there.
We all know.
If I am sitting here and talking about fake, they will tell you, what do you know? They will say, see, I'm not even going to Senegal. And in real sense, I'm not even been to Senegal to know what is there.
I have associations and
but you know what is there. So you telling them will make them know you know what you're saying. So faking it is not helping.
It's not helping.
Yeah, we just have to be original and real for once. So Musa, our next question I will call it, or our topic of discussion, because we have so many topics that we have to talk about, is as a migrant, what advice would you give to the youths? As a migrant, because you took the bad way to go to Europe.
Yes.
That is not fake. You are not hiding it.
I'm not hiding
You're
it.
proud to say it.
And I will never
Some
hide
people will hide that. You know that?
Yes.
Some people are ashamed to say that they go via the bad way. They will tell you, me, I just traveled. You ask them via what? They will not tell you. They will not clarify. But you are proud to say it, so much so that you went to the extent of putting it in a book for the world to see and know that you took a journey the hard way.
Thank you.
Thank
you. And that's because that's good that we were talking about the same thing, not faking it.
Yes.
The thing is that's the reality. The message I was talking about it the last time. It's a reality, and I cannot deny it. And I was saying at one point it's a journey of no return.
No return, yeah.
No return. At one point, you cannot even come back.
Yeah.
You just need to push.
Yeah.
And only luck and God can help you. Only God can help you during the way. Right. When you are lucky enough, you will make it.
You reach it. Yeah. You reach your destination.
If you are not
lucky, then that's it.
That's it. So that's what I was trying to say. As a youth, I will always. I know when you don't, as you said, we were talking about like faking it, not to fake it.
Yes.
Because when I was also 17, the time I traveled, I was not aware of what I was thinking and what I was, because I was seeing things, as I was saying, like let us just keep it real. Because what I was seeing in the social media, I thought that was real. And when my friends call or when I hear about my friends, I thought everything was easy there. But I see people that was like, I have many friends, we have associations. Yeah. People were bankers here, and people were like cooks. And there, they cannot do anything.
They can't.
So because of the expectation and the lack of correct information.
Orientation, yes.
Orientation, yes. Because we get the wrong
That is one thing that is lacking.
I will always advise, I was lucky, and I will admit it, because luck was on my side, and I made it, but that doesn't make me a warrior. And that doesn't make me to be better than any other one who could not make it. There are many of my colleagues, friends that could not make it.
Yeah.
They died during the journey in the Sahara and also Mediterranean. But I will say this: the thing is, we just need to inform ourselves before embarking on something
on
like
anything.
This. Had it been on anything, even it's not about even the journey or on
not
anything.
Just the journey.
Because
even coming here, I thought about it.
Yeah, even coming here, because you need to know the outcome of anything that you do. You have the option A and B.
Yes.
So I would say that I was a child and I was dreaming big, but I was not conscious about. I was not aware of what I was about to go through.
To embark on.
An example was my mother, because I was imagining. I talked about this last time. When had it been I did not make it. I cannot imagine how my mother would be.
She would have felt, yes.
Yes. That would be.
She would have been miserable.
Pain.
Yes.
There would be so much pain for her, and I could recall what she told me on the phone when I was stuck during the journey. I could not come back. I could only push forward, but then there was war in Libya. I have to wait for a while. She was telling me, having you beside me means a lot, means everything for me than you embarking on this backward journey.
Yes,
so just my message to the to any other youth,
that's the mother speaking from her heart.
Sitting in the street or like thinking about any other thing. I don't say no one should travel.
Yeah.
But we know also the system sometimes don't permit us. You could have all the criteria. But also we should know that our life means so much more than we going
risking it.
Risking because it's not only you, as I was saying.
It's a risk.
It's your mother.
Yes.
It's your father.
Yeah. Your family.
Your family. So all these parents, and when I go to the village, I often go to the village when I come for holidays. I see other parents, especially my friends, their mothers and their fathers.
Yeah.
I see how when they see me, because
they're in pain when they see you,
because they used to see us together, playing together.
Yes.
And that's so much pain. And also for me, that I knew what they were having as their dreams to achieve.
Yes.
So that's why I said always I tell my friends, and I said I want to become a lawyer.
Yes.
And also in life, that's what I said, even to the Italian community. So we have a challenge also because when you are perfectly integrated, they try to distinguish you with others.
Sure.
They try to tell you you're better than the others. You are not like them because they are creating us problem or something.
Yeah.
That's what I always tell them. I'm not an individual. I'm a collective. So I'm everyone that you're seeing. So don't just try to divide me from them.
Yes.
Because I see myself in any of those people that were having that could not make it.
Yeah.
And even those that were able to make it, but they were traumatized by the journey. They could not talk. They are not the same people that we used to know here.
Yeah, I know.
If you talk now, no people are saying, "Oh, my friend traveled," but nobody hear from him or her.
Yeah.
They're girls and boys.
Yeah.
They're hardworking.
But because of what they've gone through,
exactly,
it's like they're traumatized so much so that they are not the same people.
So my message will be: let us be conscious and let us reflect.
Yeah.
About what I don't say we should not travel, but let us follow the right route.
The right route.
To what we have.
Do not take the risk.
The risk
of going to the back way because it's a big risk.
It could be very hard for you.
Yes.
You could try it and try it and try it again, but one day it will be possible.
Yeah.
And I will just admit this again. As youths, I know my friends and brothers. I would say it again. I would say it here as I used to say it in a daily thing. When you see yourself in, sometimes it's God. When God decided your success is in the Gambia, when you
can
wake
be successful
up,
here.
You'll be successful here.
You can make it here.
And don't think about Europe so much so that it will make you reckless.
Yes.
And when you wake up, you
see
yourself in the Gambia, you wash your face in the Gambia, make so whatsoever you can do, do it for that day. Don't just fold your hand and say, I will travel. Those are the people that are suffering there.
That's it.
Because they don't learn anything.
Yes.
And when they go there, like Western people,
you don't have any skills.
They don't need you.
Yes, they don't need you because you don't have the skills or the capacity to be in their systems. So what will they use you for?
Those that made it there, they are the same people that are hardworking here. Anyone that is not hardworking here, you cannot be successful there. Talking about a scenario, I'm living in Sweden, and the snow is like a catastrophe.
Yes.
Because you cannot even walk properly because of so much snow. And if you think about the cold, you cannot go out and look for your future. So people are there every day walking in the situation. So if you are here, everything is smooth, and you're just like maybe attire and other things. We maybe like for me, for 4 years, I did not even go attire with my friends because
you don't have the time. You are reminding me of my kid brother. Exactly. My kid brother in Germany, he used to be an attire addict in the Gambia.
Yeah.
He would not sit a day without doing attire 3 times or 4 times in the day or 2 times maximum.
Yeah.
But he cannot drink attire once.
Yes.
He will drink it twice or sometimes 3 or 4 or more than that.
Yeah.
But since he has been to Germany, he says, I don't even know how to do attire now.
Yeah.
He said, I don't have the time.
I will admit this, like brothers.
He says he doesn't have the time anymore.
Especially, I'll admit this, and I will say this again. Brothers, as Gambians, we are all brothers and sisters.
Yeah.
And Gambia is a very small country.
It's very small.
You will not realize this unless you travel.
Yeah.
You
when you go out.
Nigeria and Ghana people, they are bigger than the Gambia, way bigger than the Gambia. And no one, when you say Gambia, they know that you are small.
Yeah.
So the thing is, like, brothers, people that are watching us, don't take it as a negative energy that people don't want you to travel.
No.
Because when we say that,
it's not about that. Traveling is good. Even me, when I have the opportunity, I will go.
It's good.
But I have the belief that I can make it in the Gambia. It's not a force for me to travel. But if I have the opportunity for me to travel the clear way, I will go.
And based on experience, I would say this: let us have the background and let us have the correct preparation.
Thank you.
Like the correct
and the orientation.
And the orientation. If not,
that is needed.
If not,
because you're going to somewhere that you don't know anything about.
If not, they will take you there, and at the end of the day, you will regret.
You will regret. That's what is happening to our sisters.
Yes.
They're taken there for something else that we don't even want to discuss here.
And what you will do, then it will make, as we said, then what you will do, you'll be faking it.
You'll be faking it.
Distracting others.
That's it.
So my message is, let us. I did not say like let us not travel. Even somebody happened to let me begin the journey as I did before. I will never travel through the back way road.
Through the back way.
Because I have sacrificed my life. I could have died during the journey.
Yes.
As my friends and colleagues. So I will not advise anyone because of love. And because of like experience, based on experience, I'm saying this. If you get any good way to travel, the right route, do it.
Take it
and make an experience.
Yes.
But make sure, don't just fold your hands and say, I must travel.
I must travel. I must travel.
Do anything.
Yeah.
That's a very bad mentality.
Yeah, you are right. Yes. That is to say, we need to take the right journey, not just to risk our lives through this bad way, because we've seen families here that are destroyed because of this bad way. I've seen a brother of mine that left his wife and his children here, and he went to this Bagwe and he never returned. Just to be told after so many years that he died in a blast in Libya.
Oh, that's very
His
sad.
wife didn't even get to know whether her husband was alive or dead for so many years, until when the report came finally that he was part of those that died in that big blast. You know, this Bagwe thing is not bad though. It's not bad. We are not condemning it because some people are going and they are succeeding, like you, an example of it. But it is not something that we should be proud of. Yeah, we should not. You yourself, you know from experience, you're not proud of it.
Never.
You are not going to encourage your kid brother to embark on it.
But I'm just putting it just for you to know the reality.
Yes, for everybody to know what is there.
Yes, I'm not hiding
like
it.
Somebody would sit there and say, hey, nyemol balal, atitata Bagwe mina ko mol kanata.
Yes.
People are like that. They are negative. I know we will have those kind of comments in people. But we cannot stop their opinion. But the fact of the matter is, he is telling you what he has experienced there, that you should not embark on it. That is dangerous.
Yes.
It's only still luck and by God's guidance that he made it.
Yes.
If not for God and luck, he was not going to make it. Because some friends of his did not make it on the way.
Yes.
And he is seeing their parents in pain.
Yes.
You just imagine how your family will be in pain if they don't get to see you again. It's very sad.
Yes.
So we just try to advocate for that, for people to have the clear orientation, clear guidance, to take a route that is safe and very, very reliable before you embark on any journey.
Thank you for
clarifying
that.
Yeah. So on a different thing to talk about now, we are almost wrapping up, but just to remind the viewers that we have Musa Darboe, a writer and author of The First Drop, this fine book that you are seeing here. This book is a hot cake in the Gambia. This book, I did not even think that I would hold it in my hands because the launching was so successful that I was seeing books, and in the blink of an eye, the books were all disappeared. Yeah. So it's a big success. This book, yeah, it's a big success. I'm proud to say, and I'm proud to say that it's someone that a Gambian owned that wrote this book, and he wrote it in Italy. It was originally in Italian, and then later, okay, it was later translated in English language and published in the Gambia last month. We are proud to associate ourselves with this because I am a witness to the launching, and it was a huge success. So we commend Musa for writing this successful book, and we hope to see many of books that are coming your way, either in Italian or in Swedish or in the English language, or even in Mandinka.
Or in Mandinka.
Yes, even in Mandinka.
We really have a lot of Mandinka proverbs there.
Yes, so it's going to be interesting if you will translate this to the Mandinka way. Yes. It's very possible. Everything is possible.
Everything is possible.
Everything is possible. So we will just have to say congratulations once again.
Thank you.
For taking up this huge project and for keeping it and making it a big success for the Gambia, because you've sold out the name of the Gambia internationally. That is one thing I am proud of. Yes. Because anywhere they say Musa Darboe, where is he from? From Gambia, Kiang Mandua.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it's a big pride for us.
Yes.
I'm sincerely glad that this happened.
Thank you.
Another thing I would like us to talk about is generally what is your opinion of the country, the Gambia, your country?
I think that's a tough one, Raki.
Yeah, it's very tough, but we
Yeah,
have to talk about it.
it's very tough, but
Yes.
I think we were talking about it when we take when we just reflect back.
Yeah.
We're talking about the education system, and
yeah.
we're talking about the society, how people forget their culture
Yeah.
and the norms and the traditions, because what you see is like TikTok, Instagram, and that's not our
That's
as
not our
Muslims
way.
and even as Christians, that's not a good way to present yourself.
No, no.
And the society, people don't care about each other. That's what we were saying.
Yes.
We're talking about the authorities. Education is the key to success and to any other thing. So we should make sure both rural areas and urban areas to make education system more accessible.
Thank you.
For youth.
For youths, yeah.
And also a message to youth, as we said, like let us keep. We know like many youths here, they are very hardworking. Yeah, because without
well.
some youths in this country, we cannot.
They are doing well.
Yes,
they are doing well.
Even just let's just make it like this. Even people that are working in Europe or the projects they are bringing here, who is doing them? Maybe we have some foreigners, but it's Gambians, because you engage your brother. Even your brother is not doing it physically. He's the one who is doing up and down.
Yeah, he's the one running your affairs here. You're right.
So they are doing a lot, even just that. So I would say, like, generally, my message about the country is like, let us just keep the hard work.
Yeah.
Because we are the only people that can make the country
change. Yeah.
Yeah,
change. We can make change. Yeah.
And let us not say default. Like, let us just say, okay, one day, like, okay, this thing is not working, and we like in life, nothing is easy.
Yeah. Nothing comes easy.
Nothing comes easy.
Nothing comes easy.
And we just need to be consistent. And you will see it every day. It's gonna be like an up and down thing. But you just need to be consistent and to be faithful. Yes.
So having the faith also is important.
Having the faith.
You have to have the faith that this is something that is predestined by God.
Sure.
It's one thing that we most of the time learn, that this is something that is predestined by God and is bound to happen.
Yeah.
You like it or not, it's bound to happen. Yeah. So we just have to keep that faith too. You're right about that.
Yeah, we sometimes talk about politics, and we sometimes talk about government. And I personally, I don't talk about politics.
Yes.
But sometimes people might say they could have the delusion that okay, the government failed us, or like the authorities, but up to a certain point, because at your own level you can do some other effort. Yeah. Because maybe they don't know what you're going through, but you just need to make a step ahead, so that you can change.
The government is not meant to do all.
Yes. So
we are the government.
Yes, we are the government.
Yeah, government by the people.
Yes, and so when we have the opportunity exactly to change those authorities, and if you think things are not, I think folding our hands will not solve anything.
No, it wouldn't.
Yes, we should be hardworking, and when it's time to make a choice for the change, we should participate. You should participate, and that's a very important thing. Yeah. Don't just say I want to participate and you complain.
Yes, you sit there and say, this is not something that I should be part of. Even, and if you're not part of it, then your voice shouldn't count.
Surely, even when it comes about the alcalde of your village.
Yeah.
You are part of the village. So, you need to participate.
You're right.
So let us not fold our hands and just be blaming. Put blame on others, because we know it's not easy.
The blame game is the problem.
The blame game and the too much talking. So
yes, especially the negative talk.
Too much blah blah, and let us just keep the hard work and be faithful.
Yeah. Yes. The negative is always a problem. Like if a positive thing comes up, everybody's silent about it. Yes. But if something negative spokes out, everybody wants to talk about that.
And I would say this.
And it will spread it the more.
I would say this, Rocky. I'm not so much active on social media. I'm just doing my thing. And this is my story. No one could say any other thing about it except because I know it better than any other guy.
You do.
But
because you own it.
Yes. But you guys that are in the media, because you have different opinions and others. Yeah. I would say that this is a very bad habit. Yeah. People are watching me, even in the diaspora and the others. When you come across it, please, my brothers and sisters, I would advise you. Yeah. Don't take somebody's like 10-minute talk or conversation take 3 or 4 seconds there, maybe a mistake happened.
A mistake, yeah.
Or maybe a negative something happened, and you take that
use
to
it
destroy
against
the person.
Yeah.
That's very, very.
That's what
very
they
bad
do.
habit.
They cut it up, cut it out, and use it against you.
Let us not
just
do
to
that,
damage
brothers.
you.
That's because
that is one risk that we all are taking. Us that are in the media.
I am not taking it because that's what I said, because I'm not active on social media that much. I just write about myself.
It's us that are
my
taking
story.
it. Yes.
You guys that I'm saying, like, people should like give you guys credit for putting your face every day to talk about situations.
It's one big risk that we are taking.
Inviting people.
Any slight mistake you make,
and you're not perfect,
it can be torn against you.
You're not perfect. So why would you expect somebody like you to be perfect? So no one is perfect.
No one is perfect.
You are even doing more than what you're supposed to do for this community. Because we all have the task to improve the society. So don't just be on the social media and following people. Just
to be looking for a mistake.
That's why I don't like social media.
To look at Raki's head tie.
Yes.
And say, look at her head tie. It doesn't match her clothes.
Yes.
Because that is how petty they can be.
Yes, I'll give that advice, and that's what I do every day. And I will say it here also. I'm not much active on social media. Even if you try to read me, maybe you not read me.
Yes.
Because maybe you want to say something about me. I will not. It could be positive or negative.
Yeah, you might not even see it. Yes.
I will not even see it. But
you're so busy doing what you're doing.
So I'm just so busy trying to improve my living conditions, try to achieve my dreams. Yeah. And also what's around me. I don't want the social media to distract you. But any good thing that I see, I just give credit to it. So, if I see something negative, I know that if the person is not perfect. I try, even from negativity, you can learn from it. Yeah, because I would say like
everything is a learning point.
Not negativity, but errors.
Yeah, errors.
Because that's what we take the errors and play with it.
Yes.
Maybe somebody want to say something, and they might say it in a wrong way. You just go with that.
Yes.
So let us just be.
You're right.
Like, let's just be like real, and let's not be criticizing and too much talking. Yeah, no one is perfect. And let us just give credit for people to people that are hardworking, especially to improve. I was hearing from somebody like ST. I think I'm not doing publicity for ST or whatsoever. He was just saying we don't give credit to our heroes. Yeah. Gambia, we don't do that. Yeah, we talk about Nigerians. Anyhow, you say, you talk about Americans.
Yes.
We have them here.
We hardly celebrate us.
I would say this just to quote something in the book. When I was in the project with Francesco and even the Zephyro books, I had a challenge with, not because it's a negative thing, it was an experience, even for them. That's why when they came here, I took them to Jufre. Yeah. They didn't believe that Kunta Kinte was a real person. They thought it was a fiction. Yeah, they thought the story was based on fiction. Exactly. So I told them, actually, not because of we need to push and pull. It was based on proof. And I had the opportunity to visit his family when I was going to high school, and to visit Jufre and Kunta Kinte Island. So I really insist to make that point, because that's that they go there and see it by themselves. Yes, and for them to believe. That is the worst crime that a human can commit on another human being. Wallahi. But still, it's happening. In our societies. Yes. We just take it in a different level. In a different level, yes. And a civilized way. But it's still in existence. Yes. So that's what I told them, like, Yeah, I'm not cutting you short, but them not believing in the fact that Kunta Kinte is a true life story. Yes. That Kunta Kinte hails from the Gambia. Is because of the attitude that we have towards that history. Yes. That history is something that is attached to the Gambia, but the celebrating level that the Gambia has towards that culture or that history is what is lacking, so much so that it's hard for them to believe that it's actually from the Gambia. I will just quote this. It's very difficult. At the end of the book, before the remark of Francesco, I was talking about this. Had it been, we don't have people like Kunta Kinte, people like Malcolm X, people like Martin Luther King, people like Nelson Mandela. Today, we will not be out here. Like, maybe slavery would still be existing. In existence. And I always tell this to my friends, even in Italy, my white friends, even in Sweden. When I sit inside the restaurant or in a bar, comfortable, eating something or drinking something, before, a black man cannot do that. that's why we need to give credit to people that put their face, even their lives.
Yes.
They could say, okay, we don't care.
They laid the foundation.
They laid the foundation. So let us just start from where they stop and move forward.
And continue.
Equality.
Yes.
And like no discrimination.
No discrimination.
Yes. So that's why I call myself
coexistence. Yes. It's very important. It's very important. We are all of the same human race.
Yes.
What is the difference? It's just color.
Yes.
It's just color that is the difference here.
Yes.
But race is something that should be wiped out of the face of the world.
I've received so much love from the Italian community.
Yes.
But that doesn't make me so, because I'm not fighting for the black power or the white power. We are just fighting for the equality and the human.
And it's the most important.
Value.
Yes. Let you be treated equally.
Yes.
They can leave you in a bar where the Tubab man will sit in that same bar, and he's drinking his whatever and you're drinking your whatever, and you don't have any business with each other.
Yes.
Not to talk of unlike like I would say, not like before, when you cannot enter a bar where there are white men as a black man.
Yes.
That's how it used to be.
Yeah, and we give credit because we could say, just talking about the road, the slavery thing.
Yeah.
We as the example of my story, I was not there, but I know because as we said, like even in any community, black, white, brown, or yellow, we have bad people and we have like good people.
Good people.
So even people that are living in those that are watching me, and you think like people that you are living that surrounds you are bad people, know that they could be white, they could be black, but still we have good people and bad people. But even about slavery, during my experience, I can just say that without some white people, the slavery will not be abolished. And even also my story, so for them to put their face and to take the challenge to fight for equal right and justice, it's also thanks to these people, because without them, as you said, without Francesco and Zefiro and Marco and the family that adopted me,
it was going to be difficult. Yes.
So let us give credit to anyone. It doesn't matter who they are. So let us just,
so long as they've impacted in your life,
exactly,
they deserve the credit that they have put into like wasting their time, taking their time, their energy, and whatever resources they might have used to help you. They need a commendation for that. They need it. So what message will you give to a child aspiring to be a writer?
I would say now is easier. Raki, I think, as I consider a perfect example, based on your experience and what you do. I've been following you for a while now, since we get to know each other.
Okay.
I'm not at your level. You get a very big experience in
no,
writing. And
Musa, you are above my level.
Yeah. So what I would say, like, the person that you have for writing.
Yes,
and,
you're
any
right.
child, that anything that you want to do, make sure you do it in the right way.
Yes, you are right.
Be responsible for, especially writing. You need to be conscious.
Yes, you are right.
Because what you write, if it happens to be published, it will be something out there for centuries.
For centuries, forever.
Forever. It will be there forever. So be careful, and also, especially writing, try to improve your skill. Not just only writing, to be creative and think like ahead. Yes. Because if you can write, you have the quality. Think ahead and think twice. Because don't just think one way. Think in a big and a bigger way. In a bigger way. So I would say this, and if someone have the opportunity or have the qualities to be a writer, it's a great blessing. Yeah. Yes.
It's a talent.
And it's a fun.
Yeah,
too.
And it's talent.
Yes, it's talent. If you can manage it in the right way.
Yes, you have to manifest it.
And please, I would send this message. If you can write, and you know that when you write, people read it, please write positive. Don't write anything that will bring like conflict and something that will bring like misunderstanding. Yes, that would. Even if you can write more than any other guy, if you write, it's all about complications and negativity. Even your followers, they will just send positive energy. Send something positive, even out of the negativity. Just take out the positive, and you just try to manage it. The reality will be there, of course, but like also writing, when I'm following Famara Fofana, when I'm reading, I always feel connected. to what he's saying.
Yeah.
Because it's about Gambian history. When I'm reading you,
Yeah.
the same thing. So let us just write more. When we, when even to parents, if you see that your child can write and you see that they are walking under that lane, please support them.
Yeah.
Please support them.
They need the support.
I know I cannot give much advice, but anyone that reach out to me, I'll also give my small advice, and I'll be there.
You'll be of use to guide someone too.
Yeah.
So anyone that might need you to guide them through, like how you got to write this, because I'm going through certain pages and it's like it's very touching. Certain writings you will see.
I will tell you the trick of that what you're doing, because we've worked on it so much that any page that you open, like or even like by
you don't need to read the whole thing.
You don't need to read the whole thing
for you not to see something touching.
Yes, any page that you open,
I've realized that. Yes, I've been going through it from the back, and any page that I've captured something that is something that is of interest to me that I would like to read more and see how it ended. Yeah, so it's to say it's a very catching book. It's a readable book, I would say. So on a final note, we've come to the last part of our interview. What final remarks do you have for the viewers?
Yeah, I will just repeat the same thing as we were saying, because the conversation was so interesting, and I would say I'm grateful to be here with you.
Yeah.
We have been trying to make it happen.
Yes.
And finally,
I cannot even believe that it's happening, because I thought it will not happen.
Exactly.
We were supposed to have this interview before your launching.
Yes.
It was not possible.
Yes.
After the launching, it was not possible.
Yes.
So finally, I reached out to you to find out whether you were still in the country.
Yes.
And you told me that you have barely few days to go. And then we managed to squeeze you in.
Of course.
So we are also delighted to have you.
I did so many interviews.
Yes.
And but being here with you today means a lot.
Yeah.
And I was coming from a village with my mother.
Yeah.
And I was telling her, today I have very important interview. And she was saying, hey, what is that interview? In Maniga, interview.
Yeah.
So not because of something, but just to, as you said, to help each other.
Yes.
And to
it means a lot. Being friends before.
Being friends, and also to what we're talking about here is all about love and to be connected humanity, and to change like certain mentalities and certain habits.
Yeah.
So that would be my message. Let us be. If we have platforms now, we have so many platforms.
So many.
But the thing that even makes me reflect is that if you have a platform, as your colleague was saying before earlier, when you have a platform that you talk about conscious things. Like that platform doesn't have much followers.
They don't have much followers.
Or even people don't even sponsor.
They don't care.
Yes.
They don't care.
But if you talk about foolish things, people just come behind.
They follow you.
And they will just be giving you sponsors.
Yes.
Okay, you do me this because you are just making like confusion.
Yeah. You bring about confusion in the society.
And
that's what they enjoy watching.
I would say this, like, I think also, so far as I'm from Gambia, and I know that there are Gambians that can support, of course, both in diaspora and also in the Gambia here. Let us support for something useful.
Yeah.
Here we talk about education, we talk about
so many things.
So many things, culture.
Yeah.
So let us put our investments or our money or support in something that will help the community and our society, especially to improve our country.
Yeah.
Because when Gambia is better, and when it's a great country, it's great for all of us.
Sure.
Yes.
You're right. Thank you so much, Musa. Yeah, it's been a very, very, very interactive discussion that I got to have with you. And I'm very happy that it finally materialized that you are here in our studios.
Thanks.
Fine TV Gambia. We are happy that we finally had Musa. We could not have him before the launching because I was trying to do that for a bigger promotion for the book, not knowing that the book was already a sold out. So, but it's still relevant that we have him in our studios for him to talk about the aftermath of the launching and all that. We are happy to have you here, and we pray and we hope that you do better in your future prospects, in your future endeavors, to aspire, the aspiration that you have to be a lawyer, for it to be a very easy task for you. We pray of unity and all that amongst our youths in the Gambia, and we pray that we all do better, we all do more, and then for the greater success of the Gambia, and then for everybody to be proud to call themselves Gambian.
Yes. And,
because Musa here is proud
yeah.
to say he's Gambian.
Yes, I'm proud to say I'm Gambian.
Yes.
And on the other note, I would say that anyone that is watching us from Italy or in Europe,
yes,
you know, you can find the book online through the link First Drop. You can find it Zephyro edition.
Yeah.
First Drop, you will find it.
Okay.
But our system of marketing in the Gambia, it happens in a different way.
Okay.
The book actually costs like 14 euros.
14 euros,
in
I can see that there.
And you can see the price.
Yes.
But in the Gambia here, we make discount only for Gambia.
Yeah.
So because it's outside the Gambia, you will not get any discount.
Okay.
So coming in the Gambia, we've deducted the price. It's not for business.
Yeah.
Because just because of me, I said there are people that cannot even afford it.
Yeah.
So and anyone that bought it, they're sending
problem.
them to the schools and to just help the children. So we are not having anything from the book.
Yes.
We're just here to promote.
To promote it.
Being Gambian
yes.
and our culture, the Kangurangos and the Tantangolu, you know, drums, and also our norms, you know, our childhood, you know, we all know. And also, the most important thing, always my friends used to tell me, even in Italy or in Sweden, when they see me, even if it's a bad situation, or it's not like that much happy situation, they tell me, why are you smiling?
Why are you smiling? Yeah.
I said, like,
you're
this is how I was.
Yeah, it's your nature.
So
yes.
this is my.
It's
like my.
It's something
identity.
that baffles them, that maybe you're happy about something.
So we call Gambia the smiling coast of Africa. So let us keep smiling.
Yeah.
And let us just keep pushing our country forward. And let us not just think, when you want to do this, you need to be a millionaire.
No. You don't have to be.
Guys, let us just start from zero, and God knows where you can arrive.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. Judging from that, I can also narrate my own story of my book, because I published my book based on loan.
Yes.
So it's when it was published that I got to pay the loan. So that is to say that you don't have to be rich to publish a book. So I went by the mantra that publish or perish. So I said I have to publish this, because the book was lying there with me for ages. Yes. So I said it's now time for me to publish it, for the world to know that I did something that can be of use to the better society.
We are proud of you.
Yeah. So I did it on loan, and after the launching, I had to pay the loan. Yes. So that's to say, they don't have to be rich to do it.
Yes.
Viewers, we've come to the tail end of our program. It has been Issues on Educational Development with Musa Darboe, the writer of The First Drop. We're happy that the discussion was fruitful. Till we come your way some other time, it has been me, your host, Raki Jallow of Fine TV Gambia. It's a goodbye from us.